your worth, right? You got to know your worth. Women of today do not value you. Wow. So I got some science for you all. I'm going to wait for some people to jump in. I've just gone live. But we've been covering this epidemic of whatever you want to call it, men not approaching women, women in their boss babe era, women and men, loneliness. I got the science. And if we don't fix it now, we're honestly doomed, and there will be no next generations. The next generations will all be produced in a lab by the government for the government. Men, you have to know your worth. The women do not value you. I've watched thousands and thousands of hours now worth of testimonials, TikToks, Instagram videos of women's outrageous requirements just to even look at them and speak with them, let alone date them. Yeah, the heat wave is back. So this is all theoretical. I'm not saying this is what I agree with, but I need to say it no matter how it sounds. I don't care what people think. I don't hide or fear the Me Too movement or the feminists or the beta males. Who fears the beta males and the simps, right? Those guys fear themselves, which is why they're beta and why they are simps. So let's say we have a 50-year-old man and we have a 50-year-old woman, modern 50-year-old man and a modern 50-year-old woman. They both went to the same university, so they both went to the same secondary form of education. They both got the same degree. They both got a good job in the same city, and they're both making the exact same amount of money. Let's say they've been making $100,000 or $120,000, $150,000 from the age of like 30 to 50, right? Adding in bonuses and promotions and wage rises, right? Pay rises. So anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000 over the span of 30 years, right? So now that 50-year-old woman, she focused on her career. She made lots of money, she traveled, she made lots of business connections, but she was so consumed by her career and being successful. Like, she has a nice apartment, she's got a cottage in the countryside, but she never had the time to get married or have kids. So she's single and successful. And the same goes for the 50-year-old man. This 50-year-old man also single, no wife, no kids, focused on his career, successful, has multiple cars, has a house, has a cottage also in the country. So now they're at that age. You could call it a midlife crisis, or you have a realization. They've worked since 20, right? 25. So they're like, wow, so I'm getting old. They realize the guy's gone gray already. He's maybe even balding. The woman's not as fit, and the hair isn't as silky and shiny as it used to be in her 20s and 30s and maybe even 40s. But she's 50 now, right? So it's like, whoa, my clock is ticking. Remember, the women, they go through menopause, right? So I've known women that have gone through menopause in their 40s, right? So if she still has the potential to have kids, maybe, maybe not, but the time is running out now, right? Okay, give me a second. Time is running out. And now the 50-year-old guy, he's in the exact same boat. So they're both mirroring each other. They both went to the same school, made the same amount of money, lived the same successful life. And then now at the same age, at 50, they're both realizing like doing this and just working and making money and funding this healthy lifestyle that's lonely, or do I try to settle down now and find a partner to get married to and to have a family with? Now this is where it's going to get tricky now, because now they don't teach us this in school. They do, but they hide it from us. And the women seem to have lost the plot. There is science between men and women. Like I said, the woman has to fight the clock. She's got menopause coming and she'll never be able to reproduce. Once that menopause hits, it's over, right? And then a man that does want a family, he's not going to see you as wife material, mother material, because you can't even produce babies, right? So that's why men look to younger women who aren't on the clock and nearing menopause. A man now, he has no clock. If he wanted to, he can wait until he's 60 and find a woman that's not going through menopause and have children, right? Okay, let's narrow this science down a bit more. That 50-year-old woman, she could have sex with 125-year-old men. Each one of those 25-year-olds is going to ejaculate in her. I don't mean to be so grotesque, but I need to prove a point. 100 young, youthful, whatever, swimmers, right? So she's got 100 different loads gone inside of her. So she's going to wait 9 months, right? And in 9 months, she may or may not give birth to maybe one baby, or most likely 0. So now we take that 50-year-old man and we get that 50-year-old man to have sex with 100 25-year-old females. And he is going to ejaculate in each and every single one of them. In 9 months' time, that one 50-year-old man could potentially have 100 plus children. Take this in. He's 50. He worked his whole life. He served the system. He made money. He built a home. But yet he, in some bizarre universe where like it's never going to happen, but I'm trying to prove a point, that man still has the potential to choose any young female that he wants. Most likely he's not going to choose the same 50-year-old female, because the chances of her getting pregnant and having a baby or multiple children is very slim. Whether or not she's successful and has her own money, the man doesn't give a fuck about that. When continuing on the human race, when it comes down to our raw nature, a woman having money means fuck all. We'll go extinct, right? So to take this in, that 50-year-old man can find 125-year-old women and have over 100 kids in 9 months. Tell me a woman of that age that can do the same. I just told you it cannot happen. So now women need to realize that the men actually hold everything in this world, especially when it comes to finding a suitable partner and reproducing the human race. Like, come on now, has everyone lost the plot? And a woman that's now focused on a career in society and climbing the corporate ladder has totally lost the plot. She's given up not only her 20s, her 30s, but even her last calling card, her 40s are now gone. She's in her 50s and now she's like, oh, I want to settle down. 99% of the time she's going to have to adopt or just settle, or find an even older guy that's 67. Like, it's not happening. Like, do you see the mix up? Us men need to know our worth. We need to stop chasing after these women and simping when we hold everything. They will have to come to us eventually, right? And if the longer they wait, the less chance they have. And then they're going to come begging. I see all the 40-plus-year-old women trying to grab us 40-year-old men, and none of us are fucking interested. You all had your chance 10, 20 years ago. Why now? Is it because your body is changing and you can feel the cobwebs and dust creeping in, right? For us men, it doesn't work like that. We need to start practicing patience. Females are emotional. They do not have patience, right? They've been tricked to be patient in a society that gives them everything and gives them praise for being a boss bitch and a entrepreneur and some CEO of some nonsense, right? It's all fake. And in the end, it means nothing. And what they'll want and need most, they will no longer be able to get. And this is how society has been absolutely crushed. Again, men, we have time. There is more women in the world than there is men, especially in today's age where half or not even more of the men are now sodomites, right? So for us single, heterosexual, biblical men that hold all the values, all the knowledge, all the truth, right? We have all the time. There is no rush. Like I have this whole patio to myself. We have all the time in the world. I'm gonna stand here and just sip gently on my Fanta pineapple, right? There is nothing ticking going on in my body. If anything, I feel younger than ever. Let me see the comments. People are here. What are you guys saying? How are you doing? Says Panda. Hi, Nico. Glad to see you on. Wow. Nico, I feel your pain, but please, no, as a respectful and respectable woman, it's just as equally difficult to find a man who appreciates these qualities. This is what I'm trying to explain to you all. The women, yes, the world's been flooded by beta males and simps and losers that ruin it for the rest of us men, that you women instantly think that all men are like this, and then you throw these comments like, oh, but men are this. I'm like, you have never been with a real man if this is what you're telling me. You've been messing around with little boys, with insecure fools with mommy issues, right? Like, you girls didn't... let me see. I've been cheated on and used more than I would like to admit in my journey, says Heron. That's awful. That's one of the worst things to go through. Yeah, best to find a Christian woman and you don't have to work this. Yeah, so tell me where you can find a good Christian woman. You know, the first thing people say, oh, go to church, this, that. But I'm way beyond the church. The church is corrupt. Go to church so they can force masks and jabs on me. Yeah, that's not the church of my God. Hi, Crystal Gem. And Heron says, not to mention the amount of times I've been disregarded for being square. Love butterflies here. Okay, let me delete this person. Jesus is the only way. Yeah, I removed someone. I'm just going through the comments now. So do you understand? Can you women help your fellow women out and tell them, like, look, you don't have all the time in the world. If you're out here playing the field, getting free dinners and treating men like your little lap dogs, you're going to have a rude awakening in like 10 years. And that's going to come so fast. Yeah, I got rid of someone. Hopefully RT2K is gone. If I see Luca, Taran, I'm just seeing who's here. Because the bot farm is in hours right now. No, you grew up if you really listen to the women today. That's how they really are. Sorry. Oh, guys, I didn't even know you were all here. and Taryn is gone. Okay, know your worth. I'm not saying women are worthless. Women are worth everything, but women have lost the plot and kind of hold all the keys in a corrupt world right now. So it's hard for them to want to give that up, even though. So this is the trick on women. The society has given you everything. It's given you all the jobs, all the best cars, the best outfits, the best everything. You're going to get paid and you don't really have to do much. And you're going to get apartments and houses and get to go on girls' vacations all over the world and business meetings to talk about makeup and stuff, right? So it's a good life. You got so much freedom and choice, but it's temptation. It's like, yeah, take it. It's a distraction. It's to waste your time from your true purpose, right? Knowing that you're going to love this life is going to be hard to give up, being a boss babe and flying private jets and doing whatever you want, eating at all the best restaurants, buying all the pretty purses and stuff, right? So I don't blame you, but it's hard to give up, even though that shit's all fake. But when you open your phone and you go through social media and everything's pushed and portrayed that this is the life that everyone needs to strive for. And then it comes a time, and that moment's not going to happen when you realize it's too late, when it actually is too late. And the society that designed this system strategically this way knows this. So go on with your bad selves. I'm just trying to remind you that it's not going to be fun when that time does come and you realize the 20 years you invested into a system that doesn't give a hell about you. Then you're left to, like, the system's not going to find you a husband and be like, oh, here you are, here's a perfect suitor for you, and you're going to have Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt looking children, and you're going to have Jay-Z, Beyonce, aura. You know, everywhere you go, people are going to bow down to you and admire you. Like, this is what girls think is real. Oh, we're getting to it. Men, know your worth. Stay away from these women that wasted a whole life on career. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, it's just nature. The women are online asking these very questions. So the 30, 40-year-old plus women, they're like, oh, why don't guys my own age want me or talk to me or show any interest? I'm like, we remember when we were in high school and senior year and none of you girls wanted to date us. You always dated up. And now all of a sudden you're at 40 plus and you don't want to date some like 60-year-old sugar daddy and you don't want to date some 25-year-old kid because it doesn't work that way. Older women don't go with younger boys, right? It's off, it's weird. But all the men will always be with younger women. It's the way, right? So for all the women that dedicated a life to a career expecting to retire at 40, 50 with a Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, fucking Antonio Banderas husband, and they're wondering why no men are paying them attention, it's like, oh, I'm trying to tell you right now to save the hassle, quit the jobs, give the jobs back to the men, and be in your feminine. It's so simple, but you're not going to listen. We just complain every year, year after year, as the next generation hits 40, and then the next generation hits 40. Every year, there's going to be a new female turning 40, so it's going to hit them. Every day, there's a new female turning 40. That was just 25 yesterday. Remember, I was just 25 yesterday. I'm 41 now. So if it happened to me, it's going to happen to you. And 25 to 40, holy shit, did they fuck that up for us, right? 25 to 40, what we were supposed to be doing was married, starting a family, and building a home. And no one did that. Everyone focused on building the beast system, right? And now everyone's going to pay the price. Sorry, Sue. Yeah, I was just pacing around. Delete slump. Yep. Okay. Slump's gone. Hide user. Put them blocked. Yeah. Am I a relationship guru? No, I'm a humanitarian. I prove Bible prophecy. And part of Bible prophecy is the creation of man and woman, right? So it is my duty to understand what it means to be a man and a woman, and particularly a biblical man and woman. I want to know what that woman was, the same woman that the angels left heaven and fell to earth for and then corrupted everything. These women of today do not reflect the Eve or the women of the days of Jared. So I'm trying to, if you want to say I'm a relationship guru, like that, it all fits in. If anything, is better than a relationship guru. I'm bringing it down to the science, down to a T. I don't know when you jumped in, but I just told men and women that a 50-year-old man will still have way more time than a 50-year-old woman. A 50-year-old man can get 100 25-year-old females pregnant and have 100 plus kids in 9 months. A 50-year-old woman can take the seed of 100 25-year-old men, but in 9 months may or may not have 1 or 0 children. This is the value of men. A man will always be able to produce, impregnate a woman. A woman will not always be able to get impregnated and have a family of our own. And by choosing a career in today's world and today's society, majority of women, if they didn't like mess up in their youth and have some kid with the wrong guy, like if they're single with no kids and they focus on a career and school and my education, yeah, good luck finding a suitable man that will have your baby, that fits your high expectations of a man because of what social media did and the brainwashing. So you think a 40, 50-year-old woman is going to find a 6-foot, beautiful man with 6-pack abs and a 6-figure salary that's looking for a 50-year-old woman that also has a salary and a career and is just in a rush to have babies now? Men don't work that way. Men like peace. Men think logically. Men don't like to be fucking rushed to do anything, right? And especially if you are that 6-foot hunk of a man with that kind of money, you already know that you can get all of the 25-year-old women. And 40-year-old women, again, have been brainwashed to think that they are the center of the universe, when scientifically you're not. The older you get, the more less of a chance you have, even though society tells you that the older you get, the more money you have, the more powerful and boss of a bitch you are, right? That you can be like J-Lo and get any 20-year-old man, and then women are like, yeah, I can do that too. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. Even if you are a MILF and have some kind of hotness about you, and the kids do want to, be with you, you're going to feel weird about it. If you're not living that sodomite lifestyle, right, you're not going to feel comfortable with being 40 plus, walking around with some 25-year-old friggin' skater boy or something like that, right? Know your worth. Know your worth. I know mine. Again, let me see these comments. Yep, Sue, I wish we could go back to the old days, but women were given the keys to the world. So you guys took it, you went around, and it's like, it's up to you now to give it up. No one's forcing you to work. No one's forcing you to chase a career. You guys have just bought the dream. But when it comes to that time, when you're running out of time, then it becomes the women trying to force the men to pay attention to them and, oh, be a man, you got to provide for me and give me a baby. Men are just gonna run. That men don't find that irresistible, right? It doesn't work that way. I'm telling you from a man's perspective, ladies, working is the biggest turnoff. Being old and just, it doesn't work that way. I'm just speaking for single women only. I told you from the beginning of this series, I'm not speaking for mothers or widows. Like, that's a whole separate story, right? Just single heterosexual women. that are not like baby moms or anything like that. Nothing like that. So it's a busted up world. It's fucked up. It's fucked up out here. Oh, the sun is so bright, I can't even see the screen anymore. Yeah, troll man is done. Zero tolerance, man. I'm not even gonna wait for them to type stupid shit. Just gonna block and delete. Okay, I think I'm done. Unless you guys wanna, if you have anything to contribute, like I'm tired of just coming on, giving all my information away and insight into this world and everything, and everyone's just like, I don't know, I'm not seeing anything going on here. You can go on any other channel and you see the bots. It's just the botting. It's fucked up. Everyone's perception of who's doing well online and who's popular and who's not and what information is valuable. It's so deceitful world, man. Lazarus. Again, I have a zero tolerance rule. If you're a troll, I'm already suspecting it, but go ahead. Actually, fuck it. I don't want to hear what you gotta say. You're done. Lazarus is out. See, zero tolerance. I'm not having my mood tampered with. These demons have no power here, right? Zero power. I'm gonna make sure I get this truth out there. So if I wasn't speaking anything of value or sustenance, why is all these bots and trolls coming in trying to attack the message, right? Always. You think I come on here to spit fucking bullshit? No. Yeah, people just complain. I'm out here doing something. I'm actually decoding it, deciphering everything, stripping everything away. I'm going through Bible scripture. I'm telling you, the science. And I'm giving men the heads up. And women. But no one ever listens anyway. So I'm just documenting this. It's going to stay on the channel. And then we just go about our business. You're going to go to work, serve the beast. I'm going to be pulling away from everything. And when the time comes and the shit hits the fan and the trumpets blow, you know, there's going to be a huge separation between those that worked up until the very day because they had no faith in the word. And there's going to be myself that had full faith my whole life, that was never a part of the system, that pulled away from the system. So I'm on one side, ready, prepared, praying, right? Being blessed by our Father because I served him this whole time. So there's going to be a big gap. And I ain't fucking with anyone on the other side of the spectrum. I'm telling you that. I don't even mess with people now. Again, there's no fucking up the energy at this day, at this. Yeah, everyone's getting gone. All the trolls are getting out with their slick. Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm out. Men, women, know your worth, both of you. Know the ages of when you are of the most value. And understand if you are trading up that value for something that isn't giving you anything in return. Money is not real.